Hey guys, Liam here. It's been quite a while, but I have moved house, and I am now in a, new place, which means new comic room, which means there's a lot to go through. So, I have acquired quite a few new, awesome items since my last videos, and I'm going to make a few short videos, showcasing those. So, first of all, we have a lot that I got yesterday from Italy. We have the Italian edition of X-Men 266, first appearance of Gambit. Very cool, high grade. Next up, this one's really cool. This is a mini comic, almost like a digest size, and this is the Italian edition of Amazing Spider-Man number 194, first appearance of the Black Cat. Now, when I bought it, I had no idea that it was going to be the mini comic format. And I am a fan of the odd formats, like of the oversize and of the undersize. I'm not sure why. I think it's probably for the same reason why I like foreign comics, because it's something new that not a lot of people collect. So, next up, we have another classic issue, Uncanny X-Men number 282. This is, of course, the Italian edition. Very nice copy as well. Next up, the Italian edition of, Spectacular Spider-Man number 64. This one is kind of nice except for that corner fold. The rest of it is all very high grade. I got really lucky with this lot. This is, of course, the first appearance of Cloak and Dagger. And finally, and definitely the winner of this lot, we have Luke number 7. Now, I'm not sure why this is number 7. This may actually not be titled Luke. It may actually be titled Glee Albi del Supereroi. I don't speak Italian, but this may have been like an anthology type of series, and Luke Cage happened to be number 7 that they featured. And this is a really, really high grade. I cannot stress how nice this copy is. The black cover makes it very tough, but the staples are incredibly tight. It's a beautiful copy. I know my buddy Matt's probably pretty jealous of this one. Alright, good. That's it for the raw comics for this video. And I'm going to start showing off some of my graded books now. Now, I believe all of these are new to you guys, but I may be wrong, so if you see any doubles, don't get mad at me. So here we have The Amazing Spider-Man, number 300. This is the Polish edition. And it has been signed somewhere. Where'd it go? Up here, by David, I always pronounce his name wrong. Michelini is how I want to pronounce it. But that's not how you pronounce it. Someone told me, someone who actually knows Mr. Michelini would be able to pronounce it better. But anyway, Signature Series 4.0, very happy with this copy. Now this one's really cool, alright? This is the 2012 Calgary Comic and Entertainment Expo program, and I personally met and had all of these creators signed this book, and it came back in 9.8, which is very nice. It's signed by none other than Dan Parent, Fiona Staples, Bob Layton, Bob McLeod, Larry Hama, Arthur Saddam, Ron Wagner, I think, Wills Portacio, I'm not sure, Yannick Paquette, Ken Stacy, Tony Moore, and Carrie Nord. And yeah, all of these great signatures. I'm especially a fan of the Arthur Saddam signature, and the one in silver. I'm not sure whose that is. But yeah, it was very cool going around with the Desert Wind Comics facilitator and getting all of this done. Very, very happy that it kept its 9.8, and this is absolutely one of a kind. I'm actually not sure how I'm the only one to think of this, but anyway. Next up, some blue labels. We have here Amazing Adult Fantasy number 13, CGC 3.5, and this is, of course, 2 issues before The Amazing Spider-Man would appear in issue 15, once they changed the title from Amazing Adult Fantasy to just Amazing Fantasy. This is a low grade, but to be honest, I kind of like these ones a little bit more, not worn, but a little bit more kind of rustic, just because to me that keeps with the trend that they are older. Now that doesn't apply to all books, obviously, but books from the, from this era, I personally prefer in this kind of low, verging on mid-grade. I submitted this one myself. I knew it would come out around here, and I'm pretty happy with this one. Next up, we have another cool one that I got earlier this year, Doctor Strange, number 30. This is a CGC 9.4, and this one is special because it is part of the Winnipeg collection. Got this from my friend Harley Yee. He was very nice, he gave me a deal on it. Very cool. Alright. And another very, very cool one. This is Archie's Girls, Betty and Veronica number 2, and it is a CGC 2.0. And this one is special because it is the UK edition. And I've been told by resident CGC board Archie fanatic that the UK editions are particularly hard to find, as opposed to the Canadian, Australian editions, etc. So, I'm very happy to have this one. I submitted this one as well. I may have shown this one before, but never in its CGC slab. So, and I knew it would come back, like, as you can see, this piece is missing, there's tears, there's some staining. But I knew it would come back low grade, but since it's one of a kind, I wanted to be able to have it in the slab. Yeah. Now, these last two, I am not much of a DC fan. Like, I respect the DC culture, and I respect everything they've done. They basically started up comic collecting in a big way, with Action Comics number 1, of course, and then Tech 27, and then all the characters that they brought into the game. But I don't... something about DC, just there's something I don't like. However, there are always the odd books that kind of stand out to me, and this is one that I've always wanted. I don't think I've shown this before. This is Hawkman number 1, CGC 4.0, old label. And the only reason why I bought this book is because I had trade credit at my comic shop, and I decided to use it on something I think I'd really enjoy. And while this book is not on the highest priority, like on my list, it is still very, very cool to have. It is a piece of history, even if a small one. And it's low grade, kind of mid grade enough. And I mean, as you can see from the label, the centerfold is detached, meaning they downgraded for it and did not give it like a qualified or a restored label. So this book is technically a higher grade than a 4, but because of that one technicality, it's brought it down to a 4. At least that's my understanding. So I'm actually in possession of a very, very nice copy, at least a 6.5. But because of that, it made it more affordable for me. So, excuse me. Yeah, so I mean, it is for sale if anybody wants it, but for now, it's holding a nice place in my collection as a piece of history. And last but not least, this is another DC. This is our Fighting Forces number 130, CGC 8.0. And this is another one. I don't generally collect war-type comics, with the exception of Sergeant Fury, which I still only have one issue of. And there's no reason behind it. I have always had kind of a respect for covers with historical references to them. Like, I'm actually not sure which insignia that is. I should really look that up. But that is a World War II insignia of, it's an important one. And particularly swastikas, I'm in no way supporting the swastika, but they've always kind of had this odd appeal on comic covers. And I know there's others out there who definitely fancy those. So, I think it is, like I said with the Hawkman, it's significant because of the historical effects, and you can, like, when you're holding this book, you can really, you feel the influence. Like, you can, especially with the, like, the Russ Heath art, Joe Kubert cover. I've never really sat down and just appreciated the art, but you can tell, like, they've really put a lot of emotion into this cover. I mean, these guys are about to be bombed. Hard to not have emotion in there. But in any case, very cool book, and I was given to this by a friend in Burnaby So, thank you very much, Faye. Anyways, that's it for this video. More coming very, very soon. Just don't want to make these videos go too long. Alright, if you enjoyed the video, rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the other side.